Have you ever felt like the world could bend to your will? That your desires could shape reality itself? Well, according to Neville Goddard, they can. So, today we'll delve into Neville's teachings to understand how you can harness the power of your thoughts to manifest the life you want. Neville Goddard, a luminary in the world of New Thought, illuminated the path to realizing our deepest desires through the power of thought transmission. But what exactly is thought transmission, and how can we use it to transform our lives? Let's start by exploring the fundamental idea behind Neville's teachings, the law of assumption. This concept is like planting a seed in the soil of our minds. It's about imagining what we want as if it's already here. You know, like pretending you're already playing with your favorite toy even before you have it in your hands. Now, this might sound a bit like make-believe, but there's real power in it. Neville believed that by feeling the emotions of having our desires fulfilled, we're sending a strong message to the universe. It's like saying, "Hey universe, this is what I want, and I'm so grateful for it." And you know what? The universe listens and starts making things happen to bring our desires into reality. But Neville didn't stop there. He took it a step further with the concept of thought transmission. Now, think of thought transmission like sending a message through the airwaves. When we think about something intensely and believe in it with all our hearts, it's like broadcasting a signal to the universe. Imagine you're dreaming about your favorite ice cream flavor. You can almost taste it, right? Well, that's the power of thought transmission at work. By focusing on what we want and believing in it wholeheartedly, we're sending out a strong signal to the universe saying, "This is what I desire, and I know it's coming to me." But here's the thing, thought transmission isn't just about what we want for ourselves. It's also about how our thoughts affect others. You see, when we radiate positive energy and believe in the goodness of the world, it's like sending out little sparks of joy to everyone around us. Think of it like a smile. When you smile at someone, they can't help but smile back, right? Well, it's the same with our thoughts. When we think positively and believe in the power of goodness, it has a ripple effect on those around us. It's like spreading sunshine on a cloudy day. So, let's recap. The law of assumption teaches us to imagine our desires as if they're already here, while thought transmission is about sending out strong signals to the universe through our thoughts and beliefs. Together, these concepts form the foundation of Neville's teachings, guiding us on a journey of manifesting our dreams and spreading positivity wherever we go. Thoughts are not mere fleeting notions. They possess tangible energy, vibrating throughout the universe like ripples on a pond. Neville likened thoughts to waves, constantly emanating from our minds and influencing the world around us. But how do our thoughts shape our reality? Neville explained in his book, Prayer, the Art of Believing, that by focusing on our desires and imbuing them with intense belief, we set in motion a chain of events that lead to their manifestation. Our thoughts act as beacons, attracting to us that which we desire most. Consider this: every word we speak, every action we take stems from our thoughts. Our beliefs, behaviors, and even our relationships are all reflections of the energy we emit through our thoughts. As Neville put it, our lives are reflections of our thoughts. Now, let's delve deeper into the law of thought transmission. This law posits that our thoughts not only shape our personal reality, but also influence the thoughts and actions of others. Like a ripple effect, the energy of our thoughts reverberates through the collective consciousness, impacting those around us. Imagine a friend, miles away, rooted in your consciousness through your thoughts of them. By visualizing them in a desired state and holding on to that image with unwavering faith, you evoke a corresponding state within them. This phenomenon, as Neville described, occurs on a subconscious level, often unbeknownst to the individual. But how does this relate to the broader scope of the universe? Quantum physics provides insight into the interconnectedness of all things. Just as particles remain entangled across vast distances, our thoughts transcend physical boundaries, influencing the fabric of reality itself. Let's dive deeper into a crucial aspect of thought transmission: resonance. Imagine your thoughts as waves traveling through the air. Now, when these waves meet similar waves from someone else, they start to dance together. This dance is called resonance. Resonance happens when the frequencies of our thoughts sync up with those of others. It's like when two musical notes harmonize perfectly, creating a beautiful melody. In this case, when our thoughts resonate with someone else's, they amplify each other's effects, making our intentions even stronger. But what happens when the frequencies don't match? Well, it's like trying to dance to two different songs at the same time. It just doesn't work. When our thoughts diverge from those around us, there's no resonance. And without resonance, our intended impact may not be as powerful as we'd hoped. Think of it like this: if you're trying to spread positivity and kindness, but someone else is stuck in a negative mindset, your vibes might not sync up. It's like trying to push two magnets together when they're facing the wrong way. They just repel each other. So, how do we ensure resonance with others? It starts with being mindful of our own thoughts and intentions. By cultivating a positive mindset and radiating good vibes, we increase the chances of resonating with those around us. Consider this analogy. Striking a tuning fork with a certain frequency will cause a nearby tuning fork of the same frequency to vibrate in harmony. Similarly, when our thoughts align with those of others, they resonate, creating a harmonious exchange of energy. But what if someone is unaware of our thoughts or holds different frequencies? In such cases, our thoughts may not exert the desired influence. However, by consciously directing our thoughts and aligning them with our intentions, we can gradually shift the energetic currents around us. Now, let's take a closer look at how thought transmission can actually affect our everyday lives. When we start paying attention to the vibes we send out with our thoughts, we realize something powerful. We can actually change our world. It's like having a superpower we didn't even know we had. Imagine this: every time you think, you're sending out signals into the universe. And guess what? The universe is listening. So, when we focus our thoughts on what we want, like good vibes, happiness, success, and kindness, the universe starts to respond in kind. It's all about focus and belief. When we set our minds on something positive and truly believe in it, it's like sending out a strong message to the universe saying, "This is what I want, and I know it's coming to me." And you know what? The universe listens and starts aligning things in our favor. Think about it this way. Have you ever noticed that when you're feeling positive and confident, good things seem to come your way? It's not just luck, it's the power of your thoughts at work. By focusing on positive intentions and holding on to them with unwavering belief, we attract positive outcomes into our lives. And it's not just about attracting material things like money or success. Thought transmission goes much deeper. It's about manifesting positive relationships, abundance in all aspects of life, and a deep sense of fulfillment. When we radiate positivity and love, we naturally draw others to us who resonate with that energy. But here's the thing, it's not always easy. We live in a world filled with distractions and negativity, and sometimes it's hard to stay focused on our intentions. That's why it's crucial to practice mindfulness and stay grounded in our beliefs. One way to do this is through visualization. Take a few moments each day to visualize yourself living your ideal life, surrounded by loving relationships, abundance, and happiness. Feel the emotions as if it's already happening, and watch as the universe starts to align with your vision. Another powerful tool is affirmations. These are positive statements that we repeat to ourselves regularly to reinforce our beliefs. By affirming our desires and repeating them with conviction, we program our subconscious minds to accept them as reality, making it easier for the universe to manifest them into our lives. But remember, with great power comes great responsibility. It is essential to monitor our thoughts diligently, ensuring they align with our intentions and desires. By cultivating a positive mindset and radiating love and positivity, we can attract supportive, uplifting experiences into our lives. In essence, the key to harnessing the power of thought transmission lies in mastering our thoughts and aligning them with our deepest desires. By doing so, we can unlock the infinite potential of the universe and manifest the life we truly desire. So, I urge you to embrace the power within you. Let your thoughts be a beacon of light, guiding you towards your wildest dreams. Remember, the whole universe will magically start working for you once you align your thoughts with your desires. Let's start by exploring the core idea behind Neville Goddard's teachings, the law of assumption. This fundamental principle is like the engine that drives the manifestation train. It's all about believing in the power of our thoughts to shape our reality. So, what exactly is the law of assumption? Well, it's based on the simple yet profound idea that if we act as if our desires have already come true, they're more likely to manifest in our lives. It's like pretending to be the star of your own movie. If you believe in the role strongly enough, eventually, reality starts to mirror your performance. Imagine you're dreaming of a better job, a loving relationship, or financial abundance. Instead of waiting for these things to magically appear, the law of assumption encourages you to step into the role of someone who already has them. It's like playing make-believe as a kid, except this time, the stakes are much higher. But why does assuming the feeling of already having our desires fulfilled work? Well, it all comes down to the power of our subconscious mind. When we consistently focus on a desired outcome and truly believe in it, our subconscious starts to accept it as truth. And once our subconscious is on board, the universe takes notice and starts to align with our intentions. Now, here's where things get really interesting. Neville Goddard didn't stop at the law of assumption. He took it a step further with the concept of thought transmission. This idea suggests that our thoughts have the power to influence not only our own reality, but also the realities of those around us. Think of it like this. When you're in a room full of happy, positive people, you can't help but feel uplifted yourself. That's the power of thought transmission in action. Our thoughts are like contagious energy, spreading from person to person and shaping the collective experience. But how does thought transmission actually work? Well, it's all about the energy we emit through our thoughts. Just like radio waves traveling through the air, our thoughts send out signals into the universe. And when those signals resonate with the thoughts of others, magic happens. So, let's say you're visualizing yourself in your dream job, feeling confident and fulfilled. As you hold on to that vision with unwavering belief, you're sending out powerful vibes into the universe. And guess what? Those vibes start to attract opportunities and people who resonate with your vision, making your dream job a reality. But thought transmission isn't just about attracting what we want, it's also about influencing the thoughts and experiences of those around us. Have you ever noticed how your mood can affect the mood of others? That's thought transmission at work. Our thoughts have the power to uplift or bring down those around us, depending on the energy we're putting out. Now, you might be wondering, how can we harness the power of thought transmission in our own lives? Well, it all starts with awareness. By becoming mindful of the energy we're emitting through our thoughts, we can start to consciously shape our reality. One way to do this is through visualization and affirmations. Take some time each day to visualize your desires as if they've already come true, and repeat positive affirmations to reinforce your beliefs. By consistently aligning your thoughts with your intentions, you're sending out a clear signal to the universe about what you want. So, I encourage you to explore Neville's teachings further and embark on your own path to manifestation. And unleash the boundless potential of our minds and create a world filled with love, abundance, and infinite possibilities. In the ever-evolving universe, countless mysteries remain unresolved, concealing within their depths the potential for profound transformation. One such enigma is the burning assumption, a concept that has bewildered and captivated both the inquisitive and the introspective for centuries. To comprehend this mystifying phenomenon, we must delve into the realms of philosophy, spirituality, and human nature, ultimately discovering a realm where our beliefs possess the power to manifest our deepest desires without the need to lift a finger. In this essay, we will explore the fascinating and enigmatic world of the burning assumption, uncovering the profound implications of belief and the boundless possibilities it holds for each of us. At its core, the burning assumption is a philosophical construct that hinges on the idea that belief alone can bring about any outcome, transcending the constraints of time, space, and physical action. This concept is steeped in the mystical traditions of ancient cultures, from the Eastern philosophies of Buddhism and Hinduism to the Western teachings of Hermeticism and Neoplatonism. These wisdom traditions have long held that the mind is the primary force shaping our reality, and that our beliefs serve as the building blocks of the world we inhabit. Belief is an intangible force that exists in the realm of the unseen, yet its influence on our lives is undeniable. Our beliefs shape our actions, emotions, and even the way we perceive the world around us. They serve as a filter through which we interpret our experiences, coloring our thoughts and feelings in accordance with their particular hue. When we hold a belief with unwavering conviction, it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy as our thoughts and actions subconsciously align with the reality we have imagined. The burning assumption posits that belief is not merely a passive process, but rather an active catalyst that can transmute the very fabric of reality. When we entertain a belief with such intensity and passion that it consumes us, we ignite the alchemical process of transformation. This process requires no conscious effort or physical action, for the flames of our belief are capable of incinerating any obstacle that stands in our way, rendering our desires as tangible as the air we breathe. The enigma of the burning assumption lies in its inherent paradox, the notion that by relinquishing the need for physical action, we can achieve our desires without exertion. This concept challenges the conventional wisdom that hard work and determination are the keys to success, instead suggesting that the power of belief can transcend the limitations of the material world. When we fully embrace the burning assumption, we enter a state of effortlessness, where the boundary between the possible and the impossible dissolves into an ocean of potentiality. The burning assumption is an invitation to surrender to the mysteries of life, to embrace the unknown, and to relinquish our attachment to the limitations of the physical world. In doing so, we open ourselves up to a realm of limitless possibilities, where our beliefs can shape our reality in ways we could never have imagined. This concept encourages us to relinquish control and trust in the unseen forces that govern our existence, allowing our beliefs to guide us through the labyrinth of life. As we stand on the precipice of the unknown, the burning assumption beckons us to take a leap of faith and embrace the infinite possibilities that lie beyond the veil of the visible world. This journey is not without its challenges, as it requires us to confront our deepest fears and transcend our self-imposed limitations. Yet, when we answer this call to adventure, we embark upon a path of self-discovery, personal growth, and spiritual transformation. The power of the burning assumption extends beyond the individual, encompassing the collective beliefs of communities, societies, and even entire civilizations. When a group of people shares a common belief with unwavering conviction, their collective energy can shape the course of history, manifesting new paradigms, fostering cultural revolutions, and driving the evolution of human consciousness. By recognizing and harnessing the power of our shared beliefs, we can create a better world for ourselves and future generations. The journey into the realm of the burning assumption is one of continual growth and self-realization. As we develop our understanding of the enigmatic power of belief, we become initiates in the timeless tradition of spiritual seekers, philosophers, and mystics who have traversed this path before us. The wisdom we acquire on this journey enables us to navigate the ever-shifting landscape of reality with grace and ease as we awaken to our true potential as creators of our own destiny. The burning assumption is a profound and enigmatic concept that challenges us to reevaluate our understanding of the relationship between belief and reality. By embracing this idea, we can unleash the transformative power of our beliefs, transcending the limitations of the physical world, and manifesting our deepest desires without the need for physical action. This journey of self-discovery and spiritual growth is an invitation to step into the realm of the unknown, where the boundaries between the possible and the impossible dissolve into a world of infinite potential. As we embrace the mysteries of life and awaken to our true power as creators, we can shape not only our own reality, but also the collective destiny of humanity. Neville warns that if we focus on lack, competition, or worry, we will attract more of these negative experiences into our lives. Therefore, we need to focus on the reality we want to experience and stay true to it with our thoughts and imagination. This means that we need to let go of the limiting beliefs that hold us back and embrace the reality we want to create. To illustrate this concept, Neville shares several examples of people who have successfully used their imagination to manifest their desires. He also shares some simple yet effective techniques that we can use to tap into the power of our imagination, such as visualization, affirmations, and self-talk. Neville Goddard's teachings on the creation process go beyond just manifesting material possessions. It's about manifesting our desired reality. He believes that we can create anything we want in life through the power of our imagination. The first step is to identify what we truly want and to focus our thoughts and energy on it. This means we must be clear about our desires and avoid sending mixed signals to the universe. Neville stresses the importance of occupying the state of being that person who already has what they desire. He believes that by doing this, we are living in the end and allowing our desires to come to us naturally. It's like ordering something from a catalog and knowing that it's already on its way. We don't need to worry about the how, just the end result. To occupy the desired state, we must use our imagination to create a mental picture of our desired reality. This mental image must be vivid and feel as real as possible. We must immerse ourselves in this mental image and feel the emotions associated with achieving our desire. This creates a vibrational frequency that aligns us with our desires. Neville Goddard also stresses the importance of belief in the creation process. We must believe that what we desire is already ours and that it's only a matter of time before it manifests in our physical reality. This belief must be unwavering and unshakable, even in the face of obstacles and challenges. Furthermore, Neville emphasizes that creation is finished, meaning that everything we desire already exists in the quantum field. It's simply a matter of aligning our energy and vibration with our desired reality. The universe is abundant and there is enough for everyone, so we don't need to worry about competing with others for our desires. The imagination is not limited to just visualizing our desires. Neville believed that we can use our imagination to change our beliefs and perceptions about ourselves and the world around us. By imagining a different reality, we can shift our consciousness and create a new reality for ourselves. Neville also stressed the importance of staying true to our desires with our thoughts and imagination. It's not enough to just visualize our desires once and then forget about them. We must continue to hold the feeling of having our desires and act as if they are already ours. This means letting go of any doubts or limiting beliefs and trusting that our desires are on their way to us. The imagination is also a key component in the law of attraction. According to Neville, the law of attraction is simply the law of assumption. We assume that our desires are already ours and act accordingly. The imagination helps us to assume that our desires are already ours and helps to attract them into our reality. In order to unlock the full potential of our imagination, Neville believed that we must also cultivate a sense of detachment from our desires. This means letting go of any attachment to the outcome and trusting that the universe will bring us what we need at the right time. Neville Goddard's philosophy centers around the idea that creation is finished. He believes that everything we desire already exists, and we don't have to create anything. This may seem like a radical idea to some, but Neville's teachings emphasize that the power of our imagination is what creates our reality. Understanding that creation is finished is the key to unlocking our true creative potential and manifesting our desires. This understanding also helps to remove the sense of competition because we understand that our desires are not something that we need to compete for or fight over. When we accept that everything we desire already exists, we know that there is an abundance of what we want, and we can have it without competing with others. Furthermore, when we understand that creation is finished, we can remove the sense of lack from our lives. We know that we don't have to struggle to create something that we desire because it already exists. This helps us to stay in a positive and abundant mindset and attract more of what we want into our lives. The role of faith in the creation process is one of the most important concepts that Neville Goddard emphasizes. He suggests that having faith is essential for manifesting our desires and bringing our imaginal acts into the physical world. Faith is not just about believing in something, but it's about having a deep conviction that what we desire already exists and that we are already the person who has that desire. Neville explains that having faith means that we must live in the end, which means occupying the state of being that person who already has what they desire. We must also have faith in the power of our imagination, which is the only real reality. Our imagination is the key to manifesting our desires, and having faith in it is the first step towards making our dreams a reality. Neville suggests that faith is not just a mental state, but a state of being. It's not just about thinking positively or affirming our desires, but it's about embodying the feeling of having already achieved our goals. When we have faith, we are living in the end, and we are allowing our desires to come to us rather than trying to chase after them. This is because our state of being is attracting the reality we want to experience. Neville believes that the key to developing faith is repetition. We must repeatedly impress our desires upon our subconscious mind until they become a part of our being. This means that we must imagine ourselves already having our desires and feel the emotions associated with achieving our goals. The more we repeat this process, the more we will develop faith in our ability to manifest our desires. Neville also suggests that faith is not something that we can fake. It's not enough to just think positively and say affirmations without truly believing in what we are saying. We must have a deep conviction that what we desire already exists, and that we are already the person who has that desire. This level of faith requires practice and patience, but the results are worth it. Neville also suggests that the crucifixion of Jesus is a powerful symbol of the transformative power of the imagination and our ability to awaken to our true nature as God in human form. Neville's teachings provide a unique perspective on the law of attraction and the power of the mind to shape our reality. You know, the law of assumption says if we have different assumptions and different thoughts, we will experience something different. So changing our imagination, thoughts, and perception can change how we feel or experience things. As you can see, the law of assumption teaches the exact opposite of what most religious or spiritual groups teach. In the manifesting community, we are taught that regardless of who we are, what we do, and where we live, we can experience what we want to experience, and we can be whoever we want to be just by changing how we assume. We are told the manifesting community that we can have everything in the world and manifest whatever we want. Everything belongs to us. We are everything. We are gods who create our own reality. Nothing can change us, nothing can affect our lives, and nothing can force us to do what we don't want to do. But you see, on the other hand, our society teaches us about luck, fate, and facts. We are forced to accept who we are forced to accept things as they are. And we are taught to think about what other people think. It can occasionally seem as though we are deluding ourselves, or as though it is all too good to be true when we claim to prior experiences that run counter to these lovely realities. Instead of letting ourselves relax in the knowledge that we already have all we desire, it is simpler to accept the world as it is, and to believe that we must work hard to achieve our goals. This is where building faith and our awareness of God and gaining a deeper understanding of where our desires spring from comes into play. Here I would like to include one of Neville Goddard's quotes. He says, "Look upon your desires as the spoken words of God and every word of the prophecy of that which you are capable of being. Do not question whether you are worthy or unworthy to realize these desires. Accept them as they come to you. Give thanks to them as though they were gifts. Feel happy and grateful for having received such wonderful gifts, then go your way in peace." In simpler words, Neville Goddard actually says that our faith is our fortune. What do we think will happen to us? What we believe will become our reality. And our thoughts affect our lives the most. And our desires come from God within us. And what you see in the 3D world, such as a lack of evidence for what you want to manifest, has no effect on whether you manifest your desire or not. It means the 3D world doesn't determine our fate. The 3D world doesn't affect our lives in any way. We decide what we want to experience and who we want to be. Only you select what reality you want to experience, and you allow whatever happens in your life to happen. So you have got all the power, you have got all the energy, and nothing can prevent you from doing whatever you want to do. But it is another fact that believing this and assuming this is much more difficult. Although it seems easier, it really is difficult because our minds are trained to accept things only if they have got some evidence. If there is no evidence, our minds don't accept that thing. Is especially hard to believe for a specific person. If you want to manifest a specific person in your life, you will not easily believe that you can just attract that person into your life just by your thoughts. For some reason this specific person has left you and now you are fighting an old story from your past. But when you believe that our desires are the spoken words of God, and that we are one with everyone, everything, then we start to transcend the part of us that wants to question whether we are worthy of what we want, or whether we are doing the right thing. You also have to remember that your desires and whatever you think don't only serve you, but they also serve other people whom you interact with in any way. So regardless of whether you want to be in a relationship with someone, or whether you want to be in a relationship with yourself, Get a job you've always wanted or experience something new. Always believe that whatever you want is in the best interests of everyone close to you, or with whom you interact. You know that you are God, and you need to remember that God never makes a mistake. If your inner self desires something, it means you are capable of manifesting your desire. If you can think of something, you can get it too. Everything that comes into your mind isn't out of your reach. Because your desires are God-given and God makes no mistake. And when you know that your desires are God-given, then why do you need to have faith and persist in them? Let me say, if you don't believe in your desire, it means you unintentionally believe that you are not God. For God, everything is possible. The words faith and perseverance might sound like we need to do some sort of work to receive our desires. But it is actually quite the contrary. Having faith in what you want and what you desire. And persisting means that you have already manifested what you wanted to manifest, and you have become what you wanted to become.